We went plum picking at a neighbour's orchard the other day and got about 4 or 5 selections of really juicy plums straight from the tree. I'm like, oh, this is country life at its best, isn't it? Rightio, so I'm just about ready. Got to start turning off some lights and stuff. You know how it is. We really have had a cold snap. I had the stove on last night, the wood stove. And it was quite, I don't know, it was quite wonderful really when you think about it. You can't really see me. It's so dark in the bedroom. That's why it's awesome, because you actually get to sleep. There is no light pollution whatsoever. When it's dark, you lay down, you go to sleep, and it's wonderful. And so begins the hobble up to the cottage. When I was little, my mother and my father wouldn't allow me to eat any junk food whatsoever. No sweets, no treats, unless it was homemade and on special occasions. And so I'd go to school or I'd interact in the communities and everyone was eating like these really yummy snacks. And I was just like, I guess I'll just go back to my vegetables. And I just remember at around a conscious age of around 10 or 12, I made a pact. I was standing in a circle with my friends going, when I'm an adult, I'm going to eat chocolate whenever I want, and no one's going to be the boss of me, and I'm just going to do whatever I want. And all of my dreams and ambitions revolved around me being able to eat whatever I want, having culinary freedom, if you would call it that. And so it is currently 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have a handful of Smarties. Dream achieved. I do want to preface this by saying it's not something that I do every day. I don't advocate junk food for small children, and I don't even advocate junk food for grown-up people, but I love Smarties. I don't like M&Ms. I love Smarties. Actually, poll, please. It's poll time. Can you put your hand up if you like Smarties? Can you put your hand up if you like M&Ms? Tell me which one you prefer, because I am hands down a Smarties girl. Just telling you, just letting you know. And if I had to choose, it would be like organic chocolate wrapped around some kind of really exquisite nut. That's my absolute favorite. Or creme brulee. God, I love sweets. So I'm just going to jump on to the Coven Facebook page and let everyone know that I'm ready and waiting. And then we're going to begin. Just our Coven live. So this is what it looks like. There's more, less, people have come, people have gone, but this is what it looks like. And we get to hang out and speak to people that are in Hungary, and people who are in Australia, and people who are in America, and people who are in Scotland. And it's wonderful, it's fabulous. That I struck the match and it went flying and down into all of this paperwork that's on the ground. Scared the crap out of me. Like, honestly, I was like, oh my God, now I'm gonna need to use the space just to recenter and to ground in that. So bear a fair bit of excitement for the day. I cannot believe that match just flew out of my hands. I freaked out. Did you see how quickly I hit the deck? I'm like, oh my God, there's so many papers. And it was sitting right next to a book when I found it. Thankfully, my rug is organic wool and hemp, and as such is non-flammable. So, I mean, in a pinch it would burn, but it's got that little bit of a fire repellent attitude to it. So, I feel a little bit better now that I Palo Santo'd myself and I did a little drumming and just a nice little grounding and centering thing. Today's a hectic day. Wednesdays are always a pretty hectic day for me. Monday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I should say, are pretty hectic. Mostly because Wednesday is my great editing day. But since I'm doing daily vlogs, Wednesday is now my editing day and my shooting day. So I edit every day now that I'm doing daily vlogs. So it's just a really hectic time at the moment. To stay on top of things, I like to keep lots and lots of things written down in my journals. This is my Hobonichi, my little one, and this is my larger Hobonichi here, and I keep one here, and I keep the big one here, and I keep the little one with me at all times, and I replicate the information that's in the both of them. And that's kind of how I like to stay on top of all of my, obligations. But I'm just feeling a bit like my cottage almost caught on fire because of a match. I'm a big user of matches, and I just wanted to put this out there, right? Because, there's division. There's division in the community about this. You're either a lighter person or you're a match person. There's definitely a good argument for both. I'm a lighter person. Usually, I've come to matches down here to minimize my waste. I'm thinking about going back to a lighter now because I've never had a lighter fly out of my hand and land on a carpet next to a pile full of papers. I mean, woo! Today could have been a very interesting day. Just sat down to do my daily draw and got the Two of Pentacles. And because I am working with the Temperance card and have been for the last 2 months because of our Coven theme, which is Sacred Balance, every card that I pull alongside the Temperance card. And it makes me giggle. Like, honestly, I'm thinking here, of course I drew the Two of Pentacles because it's been hectic. It's been hectic of late. So I'm curious, how do you guys stay organized? I mean, really, how do you guys stay organized? Because these days everyone moves so fast. We're all so busy. There's so much to do. There's always so much to do. And, staying on top of all obligations and time management has always been a big thing for me. And I've struggled with it. And this year has been it's my goal. This year, it's my goal to be more organized, to be more on top of things, to time manage well. And, so I'm taking those steps in order to be a more effective time. Managing your time is rarely ever as easy as others make it out to be. I write things down a number of times in my journals, on my day planner / family calendar thing. And I've got to tell you, there are still times where I forget things. I think part of the magic to time management is making sure that you do not overextend yourself, whenever that is possible. And that's not always easy or possible to do, but whenever possible, making sure that you're not taking on too much, making sure that you're in that Two of Pentacles mind frame. Multitasking is a big thing these days, but the Two of Pentacles reminds us to balance our contracts, and that's our spoken and unspoken contracts. And what I mean by that is that every day, as we move through the day, as we interact with other people, we commit ourselves a little bit here and there without us really knowing, until all of those yeses and I wills and sure I cans and all of that accumulates slowly and surely to one day where you're like, oh, I said yes to this person, that person. I told my husband I was going to do this, and I told the kids I was going to do that, and I told my dad I was going to do this, and then I told my other people that I was going to do this and that, and it just adds up. It just adds up. So Two of Pentacles for me holds a very special medicine in reminding me to manage my contracts, manage my yeses and agreements and all of that good stuff, because at my heart I want to be a really good person, but I don't want to be an overburdened or encumbered human being. So finding that sacred balance, well, it's always where the wisdom lies, right? Well, there you have it, beautiful souls. That's me for today. Lots to do, lots to do. So I'm going to leave you here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. This was yet another daily vlog. I'm always so surprised when I can complete a vlog. I mean, I'm starting to feel really proud of myself actually, because it's no easy task to be a daily vlogger. And I now appreciate the daily vloggers that I have seen over the years, because I know the type of effort that goes into it. Mind you, my editing skills are still pretty amateur at the moment. And so looking to refine that. So teaching myself alongside vlogging to make sure that I'm getting, a really interesting type of angle and a really unique experience to be gifted to you guys. Well, that in itself is that extra layer of challenge. And I think it's really good to be able to challenge oneself, because when we can challenge ourselves, we grow. And that's how I grow personally. I'm not saying that that might work for everybody, but through my own personal challenges, I have a tendency of experiencing exponential growth. So fingers crossed that I get better fast. All right, beautiful souls. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm absolutely delighted to see your face. I appreciate you being here. If you are, a supporter of mine for many years, I'm just sending so much big love out to you for all of the beauty that you bring to my channel, for all the comments, for all the support, for all the thumbs up. And remember, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And don't forget to click the notification bell if you haven't already, so that you are reminded when I post a video. Much love. Talk to you soon.